Hello. Oh, I know. Tell me about it. I'm ever so sorry, because if it weren't for us being here, it would be lovely and sunny. It would. Hiya. Leafy Bucks. Buckinghamshire. Chesham. It's not really leafy yet, though. Leaves haven't really come out.
Talking to the animals there.
It's the only
Alan Doolittle. Right name, Doolittle.
Yeah, thank you. Doolittle all night and day. Come on. Whoa. This is a care home for the elderly here.
Well, you can stake your claim then, can't you?
I'm only visiting. Oh.
You sure?
Come under the awning.
Right, grab cups then, boys and
I
girls.
need some sugar.
It's been the wettest year for 250 years.
Is it? This is the wettest day for 250 days, I think. So how many residents have you got?
We've got 10.
How are you managing to keep them in the dark about it?
Literally in the dark.
Yeah, we've covered all the windows with lining paper and newspaper.
Oh, they're still here?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, they're incarcerated there for
They're very intrigued as to what's going on.
Excited, aren't they?
Yes, very excited.
Well, we found out what sort of people they're like. So we snuck in there with a film camera saying we were making a little programme about Britain's happiest homes. The Willow, opened by Margaret and Lynn to provide the best in homes from home for their 10 elderly residents.
So what makes a really happy home?
Well, because we've got such a good staff and we're well looked after, sir, and we're well fed. There's no complaints at all.
Would you agree with all of that? I mean,
I would thoroughly agree.
and what's it like being surrounded by all these lovely ladies?
Well, there's two sides to that.
They say I would laugh if my ass was alive.
It's also friendly.
So do you think I ought to get my name down now?
Well, it would be a good idea.
Do you want to have a look then?
Yes.
Right, so it's that bit of garden there, outside the conservatory, up to the arch. Now, because the... Oh, well, rain went straight at me next. Because... Will you put that umbrella away?
Right, I'll leave that out.
Well, what I thought, because, you know, without being patronising, they're older folk and they like traditional gardens, I think. So, to make it more accessible across the grass, there's a central path running right down the middle to this archway. There's one that crosses it to a little arbour there and another arbour there under which there's a chair and urns with flowers in. There's a central sort of raised, almost like a font with a fountain in, so they can fiddle with the water without falling in. Yeah. Bird bath, bird table, so that from the conservatory you can watch the birds.
That's lovely. Perfect.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
Job 1, mark out the garden to give Tommy an idea where his paving will run. Simple enough, but in order to minimise the disturbance to the residents, we've decided to bring the paving in the back way, and the rain isn't helping. It's 1 o'clock. It has just stopped raining. 1 o'clock. Look at the size of these things. My only hope is that when we do start laying, hopefully within the next 3 or 4 minutes, it'll get down fast because the slabs are big, but they are incredibly bulky.
Yeah, well, you see, it's a random pattern, and to make it look really good, it's nice to use big sheets, as we call them.
Dash it, you didn't choose them big enough. You can still speak.
This is 3 foot by 3 foot square.
Look, I'm ever so worried. It's 1 o'clock.
I know. I'm
It's
just about...
half a day gone. It's a quarter of our time gone. And what have we got? We've got 4 muddy paths.
Well, this has really been like coming up the Himalayas. I mean, we've achieved quite a lot to get this
To
stuff
get it
here.
all. We've done as much work as we do to make most gardens, actually getting it on site.
But I'm going to... The rain has stopped. Maybe temporarily. And I'm just about to...
Promise me
strip
something.
off,
Promise
yeah.
me something.
Yes.
You won't wear the shorts.
No, shorts are off today.
Because it only makes me eyes water.
What do you think it
Quite
does
sure.
to mine?
Well, I've seen you developing a limp lately.
A limp what? when you have big slabs like this, get someone to help you.
Oh, right. That someone's me then. So where are we heading for?
We're heading for, yeah. Oh,
But not quite there.
Yeah, that's it. Just there, very nicely.
I've had to make a slight adjustment here. I'd originally planned for this to be wider. We've ended up with this long, narrow strip. There's no way I can make a border right the way around it. So, in fact, I'm doing two very narrow, what I call ribbon borders. They always say make borders as wide as you possibly can, and it's a good rule of thumb. But sometimes, for effect, these really narrow, as I say, ribbon borders, shooting down the side of a path, are really quite fun. Leopard's Bane, Aronicum, wonderful. Because I've got two borders here, and this lot of plants, I'm just dividing them in two, really, and putting some on one side and some on the other, so that it's not exactly two mirror borders that mirror each other exactly, but they're similarly planted, and the effect should be quite nice. I'll just get my head down and plant, really. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Mucky old day, sky the colour of a battleship. And this is Bowles's golden grass, Milium effusum aureum. Little ray of sunshine in an otherwise dreary world. A good perennial grass for a little border like this. Seeds itself about, never too much of a problem, but really cheery. When you've got your hands in cold, wet earth like this, it's nice to be cheered up.
Tommy wants a dry mix now because it's sliding all over the place down there at the back, so I'm just putting in less water, basically the same mix but less water. So you may think it's a bit dry when it's coming out. That's the way he needs it.
Oh, lovely. Oh, welcome to late then.
You'll get told off. I think she's just trod on your slab.
You have.
I'm sorry.
Oh, God. Do you know how long it's taken me to late? Mind you, is that afternoon tea, or shall I say evening tea? Oh, and a piece of cake.
Homemade.
Now, I'm going to disappear because the camera always gets me eating a cake. All right, I'm off.
You brought the sun out, look at that.
It's lovely now.
Mind you, it's wet, it's still...
It's so wet, have you seen it? Will you settle for a standing area rather than a walkway?
Of course.
You're all right.
No, it's looking really nice,
Yeah, it's
really
lovely.
pretty.
As the shadows lengthen, Willie's attacking the existing paving to accommodate a power conduit for the water feature. And Tommy? He's still laying.
I don't think we ought to tell them, but forecast tomorrow.
Oh, no,
Under
don't.
lightning and hail.
No, don't tell them, they won't come back tomorrow.
Is that it then? Are you off?
We're away.
I think a well-deserved rest for you tonight.
Promise to come back in the morning.
You might be.
He might be back here on his own tomorrow.
I'll be back to apologise.
Bye.
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 I'll give you a push.
I know what you're going to do. Ah!
As the tree comes down.
Whoa, no! I'm too young. Whoa!
Right then, Tommy, what do you want to do first?
Wow. Ooh. Morning.
Morning.
You all right?
We're all right. How are you?
Well, we're better because it's a little bit dry this morning.
It's drier, yeah.
All the weather's coming from over there. We keep watching the clouds. You see a bit of blue sky and you get all excited. And then you see a big lump of grey. And you think, no. So,
let's keep our fingers crossed.
well, at least hopefully today it might be short and sharp showers rather than yesterday, that prolonged stuff all morning. But we were so lucky last night getting started on that second bit, so if we can get Tommy the wind up his tail, he's shoveling mud at the moment. But just a bit of encouragement. I'm very rotten to him, you know, and he does all the hard graft, really. Yeah, scary. Anyway, we better crack on, so 9:15. Put kettle on, Mother.
Bye. 1, 2, 3.
Hang on, it's like a party game, this. Except I could lose my hands. All right, hang on. Woo, 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 woo.
All right.
Yeah, now come over. Whoa, hang
Watch
on.
your fingers.
I think you're there. Whoa, it's not level.
I'll have to get Alan to get all his pennies out of his pockets to level it.
Nah, I knew you'd do that, so I left him in my jacket. Gonna have moths in my wallet. Vultures.
Even they're starving.
You're right. Just stand it up gently on the concrete, yeah. Then we just know where it is. Right. Right. It's been instantly distressed with mud. Like me, really, instantly distressed. Bird bath. Going to go here, and the bird table there, because then from the windows there and the conservatory there, they can watch the birds. And then we'll plant up in and around it, so the bath will sort of come up out of the foliage.
These may look like bricks, but these are concrete reproductions. And the idea is to try and create a marquetry effect on the floor, so you've got this inlay all the way around the edge. Very easy to lay, same as slabs.
Can I pinch a couple of these?
All right, then.
Because I've got slabs up.
Oh, OK, cool. It's a bit fast.
And, well, yeah, but I thought if I put the urn on top, then nobody's going to walk on the slabs.
Very true.
Come on, there's a hole under there somewhere. All right. All right, I think that's for this table. The urns are being filled with aromatic herbs. Their scent still enjoyable, even if your sight's failing with age. And most of the flowering plants we've chosen have high contrasting yellow or red blooms that weaker eyes will still be able to enjoy.
It's been done.
When the sun does come out, you're bound to need somewhere to sit. So, a couple of decent benches made out of teak. Now, you've got to be very careful when you buy teak benches and make sure that they come from renewable resources, forest plantations which continue to be replanted once the trees have been cut down. And this little logo over here, FSC, is a good indicator that a bench does come from a renewed forest, and they go together with little Allen screws like this, which is very satisfying. Hello.
Hi. I wondered if I could just show you these. This is Mrs. Gurney, Gladys, who was our first ever resident on the day we opened, and she died sadly last July. Very special, we miss her very much.
Did you build up slowly? How many did you do?
Yes, it's funny, I've got a register in there, and when I go back, I can see these odd ticks in the beginning, and then suddenly the book's full, and it's been full ever since.
Really wonderful. You knew you've had a life, didn't you? You're going to name like Mervyn Duke or Gladys Gurney. It's Alan Bennett who said the moment will come where you do get Kylies and Trevors and Waynes in old people's homes.
And Limbs.
And not yet a while, Lynn. Right, we'll sort those out.
Whether keep my jumper on, take it off, sun's in, sun's out, hail, rain.
You going to water them in?
Yeah.
Landscaping by Alan Titchmarsh, planting by Charlie Dimmock, watering by God.
I wish I had an office job sometimes.
Come here often then.
No, only in the rainy season.
When it's sunny, it's lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Yes, come to sunny Chesham. Don't plan when it's this wet, not unless you're doing it for a couple of nice old ladies like these two.
Well, should we go?
That's it.
actually, we have to say what a good head of hair you've got.
Good head of hair. I see, that's why you're standing so close, is it? Just so you can see if it's real.
Well, we can see it, you see, when you bend down, and it's wonderful.
Can you see the joints?
Look here, you. This hair is exactly the same colour as it was the day I bought it. What is this awning, anyway, that you've got here?
Well, it's actually a mattress cover, isn't it, Margaret?
A mattress cover?
Yes.
We would normally grout this paving with a dry mix of sand and cement, rub it in with an iron, sweep it off, and let capillary action, you know, the passage of water upwards through particles, set it hard. And particularly where older people are going along a pavement, it needs to be very smooth. Because the weather is so foul here and so unpredictable, we keep getting these heavy showers of hail and rain, we don't do that because the rain will come down, wash it everywhere, discolour the paving. So we're using very fine granite chippings to brush into the interstices. That way it fills up, it doesn't set, but it is easy enough to shuffle over, it doesn't get in the way of your feet. So that's why I'm having to do this. Good, eh? Sun. There's an enormous navy blue cloud over there, but it's sunny at the moment, and of course once I've grouted all this, it will be nice just to slightly wash it off. You've got to look on the bright side.
I was thinking, now that the sun's shining and the paving's dry, there's a possibility that we could probably grout this properly. So if you want to, you could take out the granite and... Oh!
Just over an hour left. What did you want to? Sinking in the lawn. Right.
Stand it on the wood. Here. Oh.
If we lean it over backwards now, we can take two of its legs off. Because the back two legs are on the border, and the front two legs are on the stone.
We don't have a tape, so...
How do we get over there?
Right, turn left. Whoa, you're pushing me over here.
Well, I've got to get over, because I'm not allowed to stand in the border.
I'm up in the air. Step on that wall.
Don't look at what's happening back there. Right. And it doesn't fit. Oh. I wouldn't mind, but it's 5:45.
Can't we just stick those on the bottom? Got some screws with you, Will?
Oh, this is unbelievable. Oh!
Should we put a pot on either side to cover up the cut marks?
Is there a seat going in here?
Yes.
What, this far forward?
Yes.
Round, reverse. Woo!
They can be down to here, so... Right. I hope they come before it rains too much.
I think Prince Charles is coming.
They think Prince Charles is coming? Great disappointment, isn't it?
I got asked for.
Just a minute, I'll just try and get his voice right. Good afternoon.
Sounds terrible. Look at them.
Hello.
Oh, I say, that's wonderful, isn't it?
Hello, how are you?
Do you remember what it looked like before?
How are you? You're getting on nicely, nice to see you. Hello. Come and have a look.
Yes.
You all right on that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a relief. Well, give me some rain. Only as far as the fountain, yeah.
As far as the fountain.
All right. Down there, the camera going. It's a round trip going on here.
This is amazing. John, you never this one.
This garden has a formality and gentility that befits its role. The wide lawn with its hidden pitfalls is now safely traversed by paving. As evening shadows fall across the garden, it's a place of quiet contemplation and gentle exercise, with scents and colours to come through the summer. And constantly playing at the garden's heart, Charlie's font of eternal youth.
Can I convince anyone from us to share one to you?
Anybody else want one?
There we are, darling.
Well, you can share it.
From everybody at the Willow. The Weeping Willow. Yeah. And thank you to the farmer for letting us use the track. It'll take him years to get it back into shape. Good on him. Here's to you.
Cheers.
Have a great time. Enjoy it and come out, even if it's raining. From Groundfall, till the next time. At the Weeping Willow. Take care. Bye-bye. Cheers. Going down well. The best way, Dolly. Yeah, so they recognise you when you go down the street at 90. You don't care anymore.
I just wish that when I get as old as Alan, there's somewhere like this that I can stay.